Hey awesome ones!
Hey awesome ones!
So today this video is all about fun. Planning fun, having some fun. Let's put a little bit more fun and awesomeness in our lives. And in our front hall we have this quote, and what it says is, some days are simply meant for playing. Ain't that the truth?
It's
Bill?
the truth.
Absolutely. So we want to show you some fun things to do, and let's go. So I guess a couple of years ago, Bill and I sat down and we realized that we have so many responsibilities. And I mean, Bill's mom is 93 and she's still living at home, you know, and we also have 4 grown children, which, you know, that maybe they don't need hands-on help all the time, but they still need some special TLC. So what we decided to do was have this kind of lookbook for fun. But these, you know, when we talk about the dates, it's just...
Well, Heather and I try and go on a date every Friday, but it started to get, you know, the same restaurants, the same menus, so we wanted to change it up a bit.
We sure did.
And what we decided to do was to write it down.
Right. Write down some ideas, not just, you know, let's go to a restaurant, but let's go to the ballet, or let's go skiing, or let's do like just more exciting things to do. And we sat down and we broke them up into various seasons. So because we live in a colder climate, we've got the winter ones, we have the spring, fall, and of course Christmas time, and then summer. And we're gonna go over some of these things with you. Let's do that.
Sounds good.
So to get started, all I did was I went to, you know, the local stationery store, bought this fancy paper, and I broke up every single one of these into the seasons.
So that's when the fun started. Heather and I just started brainstorming some of the ideas, from playing cribbage to even what vacation we'd like to go on.
So what we also did was we put beside everything how much it would cost. Like some things cost nothing if we were going on a hike or bike riding, something along those lines, but we put those down there. We also made sure that we included our children for fun, because hey, Bill's a fun guy and I'm a fun person, and we wanted to share that with our kids. So last year what I did was I took my 2 daughters who are in their 20s and I took them to a beautiful day spa, and Bill took his 2 boys to hockey games. So it was all really wonderful to include that.
You know, it's also a chance to discover new things. Well, who would have thunk it that I love classical music? But by writing this down, we went and saw these shows, from the symphony, even the ballet. Hey, we're still rock and rollers. Don't get me wrong, we love that. But we're going to see Bon Jovi, and it's because we wrote it down.
Ooh, living on a prayer.
She's a better singer than I am.
Here's another idea. In our city, there are some amazing old hotels with these really amazing, you know, the rooftop one with the, it's been around since like the 1920s or something. So we have on our list just to go out for a couple of Manhattans and sit in these old restaurants with the wooden walls and the fireplaces and that
history.
Sort of, yeah,
Love it.
and have a couple of Manhattans. And then another thing, in the summertime, it's on the list here, for about $40 a person, you can go to some of the hotels, call first obviously, bring your bathing suit and spend the whole day sipping pina coladas. They bring sandwiches to you, or sometimes they have a barbecue and you can buy barbecued hamburgers or whatever. And I'm telling you, when your eyes are closed, you're on vacation, baby, but you're just maybe a couple of miles away from your home. It's so awesome, and it's on the list. And if you notice also, we cross things off the list as we do them. And last year we pretty well completed everything but a couple of things, and I think one of them was skiing, and we just didn't get around to it. But
we had our guideline that we wanted to do. And
we did, and without this, I'm telling you, we wouldn't have done 90% of what we did last year for fun.
So let's check the list and see what we have here. Bike riding, a blockbuster movie, local festival, visiting the art gallery, and our big vacation for the year, plus a mini weekend getaway.
Like the 2.5-day vacation we did last year.
It was.
And another thing that is on our list are our friends. You know, last year we had that potluck party, and people just brought all kinds of amazing food, and we had so much fun. It was just amazing. But what I have to do, and you have to do it too, is when I'm talking to my friends, I am saying to them, you know what? Let's write it down in pen. And usually in about February, we're planning some things to do in the summertime, you know, not like with 50 friends, but with a handful of those very, very special friends. And time's ticking by, folks, and especially as you get a little bit more over 50, and it's important to spend the day, you know, go out to wine country with them or a restaurant, but make it special and write it down in pen.
So these are our ideas, and I think it's time, maybe you should write down yours.
Yeah, just take a couple of minutes now after the video. Write them on just a scrap of paper. You can get the fancy stuff later. But also make sure that you write the prices down, what it's going to cost you. And of course, at the end of it, sometimes you got to cross a few off because the budget might be a little high. But put that money aside every month, or just, you know, remember some days are just meant for playing. Well, maybe instead of another big screen TV or other things that you might be purchasing, you might just want to invest in a little bit of fun, because after all, some days are just meant for playing. And what we do is we put these in our office, and we look at them every day.
Where we can see them.
Yeah, every single day. And when, let's say it's the summertime and there's still 5 things left, hey man, we better get to it and start having some fun, because we're getting boring. Anyway.
So, you know, Hurricane was, he was a pretty good boy while we were shooting this video. He was sitting beside me there, and he fell asleep, and so I didn't want to sit on him, so I decided to move him down to his bed, but...
He was in his bed, but here he is, because I know a lot of you like to see the cuteness factor, but I got to tell you, this dog is one sleepyhead. It's getting late around here, and he's tired, but to all of you subscribers that enjoy Little Hurricane and enjoy our videos, thank you so much for subscribing. And if you do want to subscribe to the channel, there's a button down there. Come on down, and we'll try to keep a lot of these fun type videos. They come out on Tuesdays, the fun and lifestyle and food and health videos. We'd love you to join us, and thanks, and until next time, keep it awesome.